It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Cowboys and the Silver and Black on Monday Night Prime Time.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd down and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. Play action now. It's Geno. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender. Get on top of him and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy. Not only is it a big completion, but he's got a chance to take this thing the distance.
18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A run now on second down. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Room to run inside the 40. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Dylan Laube. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. A first down throw for Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll go right back to Myers. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go play action with Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
A second down throw for Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Vegas.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Second down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. He looks forward for maybe a yard. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Play action now. Prescott. A ball deep for the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the 1st down. They'll throw again. Dak.
To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. To the air again. Prescott. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. To return, Tyreek McAllister. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Smith now. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Kavontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Quick throw here is complete. Second and a yard. Play fake. Prescott. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
One final throw before the break. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Catch made by Pickens. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Dak can throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Play action now. It's Geno. He gets this one to Tucker. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. A 2nd down throw for Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be near a first down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Man in motion here is Tucker. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Whoa! 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On the carry, it's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Prescott. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of the Raiders has got it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize.
The Raiders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll throw again. Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
This is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's McAllister to return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 1st down is Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's caught left side by Bowers.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun, it's Gino. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. In motion is Myers. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. That one caught by Tucker. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
2nd down, Prescott. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On 2nd down, Smith. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down. Now a handoff, running right. Remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. To the air again. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Here we go. One final play. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.